If it were Christmas, this would be so cool. We are getting some really heavy snow. And it is so pretty falling. Maybe we need to go to the back and see if we can get a better picture. Oh me. So we came out and we had a possum in Oreo's house. My husband had to shoo it away. I hate possums. People around here don't so much. They don't mind them, but I do. I don't want, they're nasty. They bring a lot of yuck up. Anyway, poor little Oreo was down here while the snow was coming, and I brought her food. And hopefully the possum will leave her alone. She's growing so. But look at this beautiful, beautiful snow that we're having. Big flakes. We're supposed to get anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. We'll see if that happens. And I probably won't. We don't usually get just tons of snow, but it sure is pretty when we get a chance to see it fall. But it is sticking and it's looking beautiful. Well, Miss Oreo, I'm gonna go in and you get in your house, hopefully. See, here's where her little house is, and the possum was in there a few minutes ago, but hopefully the possum will stay out. We have a trap over there. Hopefully we'll be able to catch it, and they take them out to the edge of town. So hopefully we can catch it and it'll be out of the neighborhood. That is what you deal with when you live close to the edge of town where farmland is. But anyway, snow. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, a new fresh week. We have been having some really, really cold temperatures here in this part of the Texas area. We live in the upper north area, and so we have all the seasonal changes. And right now we are in freezing temperatures. It has gotten down to below 0, and right now the temperatures are in the single digits. So I thought this would be a good time to kind of talk about what's going on in this new beginning of 2024. All of the Christmas is down, which was sad. Does anybody else ever get really sad when you start taking down Christmas decorations? It's just something that I don't enjoy, and I don't ever film it because I'm always kind of in a mood that it's just not pleasant to take down things that you have enjoyed so much for about a month and a half, because I put up Christmas about mid-November, and I really, really enjoy it until the new year. So here's what's going on in my life right now. I have no jewelry to do. I have no painting, except my niece has sent me some little zipper bags, canvas zipper bags, that she would like for me to put Valentine things on. So that may be coming up very soon, and I'll show it if I do it. So I have been, you know, when you have a new year, you kind of want to purge, clean out, just get rid of and refresh and see what needs to go and what needs to stay. So I've been in my closet for several days, kind of trying to figure out what I want to do. And one thing about cleaning out your closet is when you're going through the closet and you're looking at your clothes and you go, oh yeah, I like this, or yeah, I still keep this. It has some sort of meaning to it. Anyway, if you don't try it on and you're debating one way or the other, it's not good. You need to go ahead and try it on and say to yourself, does this really look good on me? Does it fit properly? How long have I had it? Is it still something that I reach for? So I've been doing that and trying to get pretty good. I've only gotten rid of 5 things though, so I've got to do better, because of course, when the new year comes, I like to get on my favorite websites because I get emails from them and shop at their percentage offs, which many of them have. Many of them have, you know, 50% off the lowest price, the sale price, 70% off of the sale price. So I like to get on those and see if there's anything that I can replenish, refresh, add to, whatever the need might be, or knowing that in the future I'm going to be wearing this here, this there, and so forth. So that's what I've been up to, is trying to kind of refresh and get some new things. So my favorite places to shop, of course, and I've said it before and I've had videos on this before, Talbot's. Talbot's is kind of a classic fit. I didn't really find anything from Talbot's, and it is coming in, so I'm going to wait until later in the video when that arrives and show that. J.Crew, which has been 50% off, so was Talbot's, 50% off, plus another 20 off of that at Talbot's. J.Crew, 50% off, and today they had 70% off the sale price, which I only got the 50% off the sale price, but that's okay because a lot of things are already gone. Madewell had 40% off the sale price, up to 70. So you kind of have to, you know, just get on there and look, which takes hours, by the way. Let's see, what else did I do? Garnet Hill is one of my favorites. I found 3 things, I believe, from Garnet Hill, which I don't always. Garnet Hill is kind of a hit and miss sometimes, but when I do find things, they are really good quality. I'm always really happy with those. And let's see. Right now I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember what else I've ordered from, but Anthropologie, which is, I don't know, Anthropologie has changed their style. And they used to be kind of, they would cover all ages, like from teen up to ladies in their 60s and 70s, like me. And now their clothing is more for people like in their 20s and 30s. So I'm not finding the amount of clothing from Anthropologie, and I'm kind of disappointed about that. But I will show the one thing that I did get. And let's see, I think that's all I'm thinking of right now. So I have not washed these items, and none of them are returnable because they were bought at that sale price. And let's see what I came up with on my shopping spree. And by the way, what I'm wearing today is a pink outfit that I've had for many, many years. Absolutely love it, and love the leggings that go with it. Here are the leggings. They have the pink on the side. They come down very long from my tall, long legs to the ankle, like I prefer. And as you always see me, I am barefoot. I do not like shoes or socks, particularly in the home. And so I'm always barefoot unless my feet are freezing, and then I might wear some socks. But this is just how I was raised. We didn't wear shoes in the house, and I still don't. I just love to go barefoot. But anyway, I just wanted to show my outfit of the day as I'm going through my closet. So here is the jacket from Anthropologie. Super, super cute. A little bit short. It seems like everything that I've looked at this year, and last year for that matter, has been short, cropped. What is up with that? I do not know. But for those of us who are aging, cropped is not where to go. So this is not super cropped. I think it's going to be just fine, but it's really, really cute and very, very well made. It is a Maeve. If you've ever shopped at Anthropologie, you know perhaps the Maeve, M-A-E-V-E brand, and I'm always really impressed with that brand. This retailed for $148. It was on sale, and it is no longer available. I'm sorry, because I just looked it up on the site. There's another bomber jacket that they have that is available, but it's even more cropped. So I don't even know if I would recommend that. But beautiful, beautiful. It's not really buffalo plaid, but it's the red plaid that looks so good, I think, in the winter. and maybe even the beginning of, or excuse me, the end of autumn. Sometimes you can wear that. And this will go into February, March, you know. It's going to be not super warm, but it's lined. It has a full zipper. So what did I end up paying for it? Can't find the receipt. I do not know. I know that it was on sale, and I believe I paid $49. I'm going to make a guess there because I know it was on sale, like for maybe in the 100, I don't know, and then another 50% off of that, so that would have made it $49. And then if you're an insider, or you're a person that is with their program, sometimes you get free shipping on that as well, so that saves a little bit more, and all you have to do is pay the taxes, which is just always there anyway. So I think I can just kind of slip this on over what I have today. It's going to be kind of thick, but rather than getting a t-shirt and trying to get that, you know, done, I'm just going to do this. So this is kind of what it looks like, and it is just fine. I mean, it fits perfectly, but as you can see, it's going to be more of a cropped look. So if I push up my sweatshirt here, you can see where it's going to hit me. It hits me about mid-tummy, which I'm not super happy about because I like to have something come below this area. I like to cover up, but so I'm going to do it. So I think it's, you know, it's okay. It's going to be just fine. But this is the way it looks all the way around. Really cute. Nice and long sleeves, which is also a problem for a tall girl like me. I'm about 5'8". I think I've shrunk a little bit. I used to be more towards 5'9", but I pretty well am 5'8" right now, and I am super happy with this. It is lined fully all the way, even in the sleeves. So, you know, that's a plus. I think it's very well made, and I am happy with the purchase. And I have not washed this yet, because sometimes if it comes and it has no odor, and you know, it just doesn't, I don't feel like it needs to be washed yet. I don't. But can it be washed? Yes, it can. So that's a plus there. I got it in an extra large, which is my usual size choice, because I like for things to be kind of upsized and oversized. Why? I don't know. It's a body conscious thing. But anyway, super happy with that Anthropologie purchase. Okay, next let's look at what I got from Garnet Hill. So at Garnet Hill, I only got 2 things. I said 3 a while ago, but I'm wrong. I got 2 things. And these were knit pants that I'm just going to wear for every day. They're a casual fit. I even think that you could wear them very easily on an airplane, you know, just casual shopping, whatever, like to the grocery store or something. Not necessarily a color that I would always pick. It's a neutral color, but I have a sweatshirt coming for Valentine's, and it's going to be perfect to wear around the house. So this one, if I can look on my sheet, was not listed on my shipping label. So let's see if it's in the website. So here they are on the website. $39 is what they are priced at now, and I believe I gave less than that because they were having a percentage off sale. In fact, I think I only gave like $20 for these because of the sale that they were having at the time. But they are a Dove Gray Heather wide leg lounge pant. By Garnet Hill is the label, and oh my, they are wonderful. I got a size large, and I hadn't ordered from Garnet Hill in a while, so I kind of forgot the sizing. But I do remember that they're always really nice and long, which they are. And you can see that it's a wide leg effect. But what I really like is the ruching here on the waistband, and there are pockets, which is a must and a plus for me. I think I could have gone with a medium because these are pretty sized, but just for comfort level, I think the large is okay. And I am super pleased with these. They are really nice, warm, not too heavy, just the right feel. And I'm gonna really enjoy wearing these. The next thing that came from Garnet Hill was a pair of wide leg velvet pants. Here it is on the website. And by the way, those other pants had this label on it, which was the Tencel Lyocell label, which is really a nice fabric when it washes. So the velvet pants are dry clean only, unfortunately, but I probably wouldn't wear them except for special occasions anyway. But as you can see, the original price was $199. Right now they're on sale for $59, and I think I gave like, I want to say $40 for these. They were a little bit more during that sale that I was looking at. I think that I could have gone with a medium in these, but of course they're supposed to be nice and wide-legged anyway. They're super long, which is great, but I still think I could wear a ballet flat with these. And I don't know, the fit is quite loose. It has a drawstring waist, which I could adjust, of course, and for comfort level, they're great. So I don't know if I would be happy with a medium, but we'll have to see. If my daughter comes home and she can wear the large, then I may have to purchase the medium. We'll just see. But I have an idea for wearing these with next year. I have this beautiful sweater in a pale blue that has a lot of gold in it, and I thought that would be so pretty for Christmas time to wear these. But you know, they fit super well. They're absolutely comfortable. And the width of the leg, if you don't mind this huge wide leg, it's great. It's not going to be very warm, but you know, it's nice for, you know, what you might want to wear with it. And of course, pockets, which is a must. And of course, when you order from any of these companies, a lot of them will go ahead and send you something to get a percentage off if you order again, which this is a 20% off. I can't remember how long it lasts. It says until February 7th, which is not very long, but you know, it's probably for something that is regular price. And I can't afford to do that because Garnet Hill items are pretty pricey. So the only time I get to shop there is when they have their big sales. And I'm happy with this, and I will just stick with what I've got there. So let's see what's next. Sundance is coming up. All right, the first item from Sundance was this Alari velvet top. And I did purchase it in the green color, which they called, let's see, what did they call it? Spruce. I did purchase it in the spruce color. And as you can see on the price, it had retailed for $198. Right now it's $129, but when I purchased it, Sundance was having a 65% off sale, and so it cost me $52, and that's still a little bit pricier than I like to do, but oh my goodness, I really love this top. It is quite beautiful, and the spruce green looks really pretty. I think it could go from maybe October, November, if you have some warm days in December, January, maybe even up to February, possibly March before spring hits. But I got it in a size large, not an extra large, and it is super roomy and has a little bit of the flair of Johnny Was, if you are familiar with that company, but it is not a Johnny Was. I love it. It fits well. It's nicely, you know, made, very well made. The elbow length sleeves, which is good for my age group, I think. And of course, it's not going to be warm, you know, and the velvet is not cold, but you know, it would be for a day that we have here that might be in the 60s, and it would be just fine. Pair it with jeans, I think would be sweet. Maybe a skirt, a long maxi skirt would be pretty. A satin skirt would be really pretty, I think, with some ballet flats, but I'll see how I style it. I'm not going to style it now, but just to think about it in the future. But I do love the embroidery and the way it feels and the way it fits. All right, the next item came from Sundance catalog, and it is a dress. And this one was called the Tropic Dreams dress. It retailed for $148. Right now it's on sale for $49.99 on the site. And I got the 65% off sale, and I don't think it was $49 when I got the 65 off sale. And so this dress, believe it or not, only cost me $20. Now, $20 is not necessarily a bargain if it doesn't fit you well, which I don't really think this fits me well. Plus, I had to get a medium instead of a large because that's all that was available at the time. But the funny thing is this fits mid-chest. My area here would need for it to come down here. So I don't know that I'm going to keep this. I'm going to ask my daughter's opinion. It's not that it's uncomfortable, it's just odd where it fits. And right now I am not wearing it with a bra. And I don't have that much to talk about anyway, but I don't go braless. So I have ordered some things that are kind of like a crop tank that could be worn as a bra, but I don't know how that's going to look underneath this because it adds another layer. So I don't know that I'm going to be keeping this. I can't make up my mind. It does have pockets, and here is the length. Not really the length that I prefer. I like for my dresses to come almost to my ankle because of my legs. I do not have the best legs in the world, and I like to cover them up as much as possible because I have broken veins. I had a vein clean out a few years ago, and it worked to a degree, but I still have lots of broken veins and things being on my feet for 29 years teaching, and that's what happens when you're on your feet for that many years, day after day, teaching school. So like I said, I don't know that I'm going to be keeping this, but for $20, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I can't make up my mind. I like the print. I like the prairie style feel. I like the Johnny Was feel that it has to it, but I just can't get over where it hits me in the chest area. It's just odd, you know? It's almost like it wasn't made properly or something. But like I said, I'm going to ask opinions. It fits just fine, but it is a fit. In other words, there's no room to it. And so that's why I could probably be a medium in most clothes if I really wanted to fit my body. But because of this head thing that I have in me, I always go oversized. Even if I had been able to get this in an extra large, I don't think it would have fit in the chest area. Or a large, I should say large because I got a medium. And it does have a lining under the skirt, which is helpful. But I'm just gonna, I don't know, have to have an opinion of other people and see what they think. But if I could just wear it like this, you know, without anything underneath, because when I tried it on with my bra, it just looked totally weird. You know, it's really gonna have to be braless or a very light lined bra, or maybe, you know, some of those things they wear to just cover up your area that you don't want to expose. It's not really too low, and it does not show anything in this area. You know, it crisscrosses just fine there, but it's just that it cuts me here. So I'm sure a stylist would have an absolute fit about it being cut in this area for me. But, you know, this might have been a bust. This might have been a no-no. But I've got it. I'm going to think about it. And if I choose not to keep it, maybe it'll go on POSHMARK or maybe get sold in a garage sale. We'll see. So this is a purchase that was not so good for Sundance. Okay, next item from Sundance is a top sale tiered dress in the color They are calling it a green stripe. And it retailed for $168. Right now they have it for $99.99, but I did not pay that. I got it at the 65% off sale, and so therefore it was $40 for me. And this is what it looks like. It is a seersucker style, which that kind of fabric is just wonderful. Perhaps not so great for my 65-year-old self, but I'm sorry, but I love it. I think it is so cute. It's a large. I did not get an extra large, and it's just fine. I could not have done a medium. I needed this place, or this area. There is smocking on the yoke, which is, you know, hit or miss with the chest area. But because I'm not so large, it doesn't really, you know, bother me, is because, you know, the seersucker smocking look kind of makes your chest area show a little bit more. It's not so super low, a little lower than I prefer, just because of my neck area when you age. But I don't know, there's something about it I just like. You may see it on me and go, yuck. But I can see this at the boardwalk in Disney World. My daughter and I, one year we went to Disney World in the summer, and we got to stay at the boardwalk. We never will probably ever again. It was a special deal. And we did wear some dresses, and I just felt so neat walking around at night at the boardwalk with my little dress on. I don't think my daughter really enjoyed it that much, but I did. So it does have pockets, yay. It is tiered, and let me show you the length and how it looks all the way down. So this is the perfect length for me. I want it to come to my ankle. That's where I feel the best. And you know, it's nice and flowy. It's gonna be super to, like in the summer, maybe go to a barbecue, out to a restaurant when it's super hot out. Maybe go downtown to the antique street that we have in our city. I'm just seeing this that I could wear so comfortably and to several different things. And it fits and feels really good. Pockets is my most favorite thing. And, you know, for my age, perhaps it's not something that a stylist would choose. But I think it's super cute. It's going to be neat with sandals. And I don't know, it's just, it's a pretty green. My hazel. And so I always think that when I wear green, kind of brings out that color a little bit in my eyes. Maybe a little pale for my skin tone. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the elastic sleeves, which keep riding up as you do things. But it's not terrible, you know, and for not having it on any longer than I probably would have it on, it's not going to bother me that much. What else would I say about it? I think it's just, you know, if you go on a cruise, I think this would be a really cute cruise dress. It does come in another color. I think it was blue, and you're probably going, you didn't buy the blue? Blue is your favorite color. I don't know, there was something about the blue I didn't really care for. The green, the mint green kind of spoke to me a little bit more. I've been on a green kick lately, and I don't know why. But anyway, so these are the items that I've received so far. I'm still waiting on Madewell, J.Crew, and I think that's all. And then I have an Amazon order, but it's not clothing, it's other stuff for crafts and things like that. So I'm gonna wait before I put this video out and get those items. And I mean, I don't know, do people like to see you buying new clothes? Do you really care? I haven't done a clothes video in quite a while. I just thought it would be kind of fun to do. And then I go look in my closet and I tell myself, what are you doing? You just cleaned out and you're adding more clothes. I don't teach anymore. I don't have a job where I go out anymore. We don't really go that many places. Why am I buying these clothes? But when I do go, I like to have choices, and I guess that's why. Plus, I will admit this, it is my vice. It is my one and only vice as far as things that are frivolous. I do love jewelry, and I have quite a bit of jewelry, but a lot of that has been given to me. Clothes buying is a problem. It's like a gambling thing, a drinking thing, I guess. I don't know. I have a clothes problem, but I think it's because growing up, I did not have very many clothes. I'm not complaining. I had what I needed. My parents provided for us very well. We certainly never starved. But my father came from a family, he lost his mother when he was 12, and having things was not a big deal to him. But having what you needed and not necessarily what you wanted was more how I was raised. So when I got married to my husband at the age of 23, my closet was probably no wider than my chest right here. Not much more than that. So when he moved me out of my apartment to come and be his wife, there were not very many clothes to take out. And now I'm shocked and ashamed. I really am. Sometimes I just think, what are you doing? But I think that's, again, that mind thing of I didn't have, so now I can have, and I really try to be thrifty with my shopping. I don't buy a whole lot of clothes that are not, I don't buy a whole lot of clothes that are not on sale. I'm pretty good about finding clothes that are on sale. Every once in a while I would treat myself, like if it's my birthday, I might buy something full price if I absolutely love it, and I will tell you if I do. But most of the time it's going to be super bargain items that are fair quality that I could resell if I needed to, items that will stay in my closet for quite a period of time. And you know, I try to think on those terms. So that is what I'm doing so far, and I will catch you later when I have more to share. Another day, a Monday morning. It's a little foggy out this morning, a little bit of moisture, and we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. So today I'm in my kitchen. I got my water made. I always do that first thing, make my water, take my pills, all that sort of stuff. And we are now out of leftovers. So I'm going to be making some soup this morning, and this will be for our lunch. Right now, these have been cooking overnight on low. It's just 3 chicken breasts. And I have some frozen vegetables that I need to use. They have been in the freezer for a little bit. And some celery that I need to use. And I'm probably going to add another onion and various other things that I will show you in a bit. I found a recipe last night while I was searching on Facebook for things, and it's a little bit different recipe. I think it's called crack chicken, so I will share those ingredients shortly. Okay, these are some things that I got in to wear, like I need more clothes that I don't. I got a Valentine sweatshirt from a really cute boutique store. I think I've mentioned it before. It's called Riley Girls. They have a little boutique in New Mexico, and they often come over to this part of Texas for craft shows. So this one is called, you can't see it very well, but it's called Cupid University Estimated 1823, and it has a little emblem here. But it's that pale pink that I think will be really cute for Valentine's. So I went to the post office this morning, and I got some packages that I've been waiting for to finish my haul of January. You know, every January they have a clean out in most of my favorite places. This one's from Talbot's. This is one from Madewell. And then my husband gave me a gift certificate at Amazon, so of course I use it immediately. I can't save it like I should. Anyway, I got, I think, things for my jewelry, and I'm not sure what else I got, but I thought we would do some unpackaging and see what is in Amazon stuff. And I won't make you listen to all the opening of the packages because it's just annoying. But I will get them out and let you see what I have purchased. In my Amazon haul, I had seen this advertised, and it is a 36-hour eyebrow, sort of like a tattoo type thing. I'm a little nervous about using it, but I'd like to try it. I have like 0 eyebrows. I have just a little bit above on, you know, the inner part of my eyebrow. But my sister and I are like my father, who had very little eyebrows. They only grew like towards the center, and then towards the end there's like nothing, or it's so pale you can't see it. So I usually have to draw them in. So here's what I'm going to try for that. And yes, the other thing I got was beads for my jewelry making. I had lost a pair, or one set of a pair of snowman earrings, and I thought, okay, I can make these. So I ordered some square jet black crystal beads and some red crystal rondelles, and I'm waiting on the black crystal rondelles, and then I will show you how you put a snowman earring together. Hopefully I can match the one that disappeared crazily. I never lose earrings, but I lost that one, and it was on Christmas Day, so I don't know how it happened. But anyway, I will try to fix that. And then from Talbot's, I had been waiting on this sweater, and I will unpackage it when I get ready in a little bit. And then from Madewell, I got 3 of these short crop tank ribbed situations that I think I'm going to use as a bralette. Now, I won't be able to show you. I'm not going to try these on because that would just be way too much information. But I think that might work for under things when you need to sort of be flattened instead of having structure. There's a couple of sundresses or spring and summer dresses that are sleeveless that I need something under them, but not necessarily the structure of a bra. So I'm going to try these. They were very inexpensive, and I will tell how much they were, because I think there were 2 different prices, so I don't want to say it right now until I look. And then I ordered a pair of black jeans, and these were a little bit pricey. Not a great bargain. I mean, the original price was horrible, but yeah, a little more than I care to pay, but again, I'll tell you the price of those in just a bit. And so that is my haul for this morning. I'm still waiting on something from J.Crew, so I don't know, this video may not go out until that J.Crew thing comes in, or I just may wait and do a J.Crew haul separately. That might be the thing to do. So anyway, I will get ready shortly and show you what all of this kind of looks like and how much it costs. Alright, so I took a screenshot of this recipe last night, and yes, it was called crack chicken, green chili chicken stew. So here's what it requires. Of course, the chicken breast, 2 cans of black beans. I'm only going to use 1. A can of corn, a package of cream cheese, a packet of ranch seasoning mix, 2 cups of chicken broth, a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies, teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of onion powder, salt and pepper to taste, and then of course shredded cheese to put on it when you're finished. So right now I'm going to get into my crock pot and do the 2-fork shredding process. Oops, sorry about the steam. And then add the ingredients. That 2-fork shredding process goes really, really fast, and cooking chicken like this, which is the way I like it, overnight on low with a dash of olive oil, some minced garlic, about a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, let's see, what else do I put in here? A little cumin, salt and pepper, Mexican oregano, 1 bay leaf, and of course the chicken broth, a can of chicken broth, plus a cup of water to get it going and keep it moist all night long. And then the next morning I just get up and add the ingredients. Now, it did not call for a potato. I'm going to put a potato in here because I want just a little more density to it, and also give it just a little more oomph. And because I need to use a potato, so it won't hurt it at all. It'll make it extra meaty and you know, dense and really, really good. So let me add the rest of the ingredients, and boom, the soup is made. I'm just stirring in the spices, and all I need to add is the cream cheese. I'm gonna let it go in a couple hours later and let this really get cooked well before I add the cream cheese. But the cream cheese makes it very, of course, creamy. My husband likes a hearty soup. I like a thinner soup with a lot more broth. So, like when we reheat, I just add some water to my bowl to make it more brothy. I don't know. You know, you cook for what your husband likes, and then you just go from there. Anyway, what I like to have with this is grilled cheese sandwiches are great. Like a half a grilled cheese sandwich and a cup of soup. I love avocado toast, which I do not have any avocados right now. Avocados are so difficult to keep because they go bad so quickly. So maybe a couple days later, we'll still have soup. We'll probably have soup for 3 or 4 days, which is what I like. But I try to change it up by adding some, you know, something to go with it so that it's not so boring just having soup every single day. And let's see, what have I had in the past? Some homemade rolls, cornbread, you know, just about anything would go well with this chicken crack, green chili chicken stew or soup, whichever way you want to call it. Like I said, it called for 2 cans of black beans. It probably needs it, but I just like a taste of beans. I don't want the beans to overpower the soup, so I think I'm just going to stick with that because I added the potatoes. So maybe if you decide to try this, maybe that might be an option for you as well. That way you've got that starchy thing with the beans and the potatoes. But anyway, this is ready to simmer and cook on low for several hours. And like I said, in a little bit, I will add the cream cheese. Yum. Okay, so I said that I took down my Christmas stuff and I put my bench in our hallway. And for right now, I think I'm just gonna leave it. I kind of like it better than in my living room. But yeah, the living room is back to normal. Everything is back the way it was. I miss my Christmas so much, especially my little snowman that sat up here. But you know, my little corner's back the way it was and such. So here's what I'm going to be up to. My niece ordered me some bags from Hobby Lobby, and she wants me to put Valentine type things on them. They are zipper bags and they are canvas, a pencil type bag, and then one that's a little bit larger. And then she also wants me to kind of get into pillow covers, and there's a design that she wants me to do of a little bunny rabbit on the square pillow cover. So I guess that's going to be my next art venture, is to get started on painting these bags. Well, I tried the brow product. I think it might be just a little bit too dark. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how it looks through the day, and how it wears. But I kind of like it. I just think it needs to be a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna look on the side. I ordered it from Amazon, so I'm gonna look again and see if it comes in a little bit lighter shade. Now I was able to take my brow brush and kind of go through it and calm it down a little bit, but it definitely gives you lines of hair pretty distinct. So you kind of have to work with it to get it to work. But I don't know, for a person that doesn't have much brow, I guess that's pretty good for it. And I kind of have, as I've aged, I have overhanging, you know, everything drops and droops, and it's, you know, which is nothing you can do about it. But if you smile more, it kind of goes away. Another thing, I always like, when I watch videos, I like to listen to little hints of people that, you know, maybe have tried something different to help their appearance or whatever. So I've been having a ton of trouble with my hair. And, you know, my hair is not, let me say this, I am glad I have hair, because going through that COVID hair loss thing was just more than I can even imagine going through again. It was horrible. So I am grateful for hair. I think that's why I haven't cut it very much, because I'm so thankful to have my hair back. And I probably need to get it cut more in this area for my age. But like I said, I'm so glad to have it that I've kind of let it grow. But I guess with the weather and the cold temperatures, it's been really dry and fly away. There's been a lot of electricity in my hair, and I wasn't able to do anything with it. So I tried some products that I will share with you that I think are pretty good. I am mid hairdresser appointment time, and when we do go get our hair done and she colors it and shampoos and all that, she gives us an Olaplex treatment, which we get to go to the back in the basin and sit with it on our hair for about 20 minutes. And it really does help. It really makes it soft. So I did get some Olaplex at one time. This was a kit to do on my own for in between times. So what you do is you take this intensive bond hair treatment, and you spray it into your hair, work it into the roots, and leave it on for 10 minutes. You don't saturate the hair, but just dampen it. And then after you do that, without rinsing, you put on this Olaplex hair perfector, excuse me, again for 10 minutes. And of course that dampens your hair quite a bit more. But you know, I just do things for about 10 minutes and walk around, clean up, pick up, whatever, until that is done. And then I just follow with the shampoo and the conditioner. You know, these are kind of in order. 0, I don't know what 2 would be. I don't have the 2. I don't know what that would be. Anyway, I have 0, 3, and then 4 and 5. And then after you shampoo and condition and let your hair dry a little bit, I put in this Way leave-in conditioner, and it works really well. So with all that combination, which takes quite a while to get it done, then the hair, you know, gets a little bit better, I think. I hope. I don't know if it's better or not, but anyway. To show you what I have on, this was the Cupid University sweatshirt that I had hanging up that I showed you earlier. Estimated $18.23 with a little Cupid in the middle. And yes, it is oversized, but another reason that I go oversized is because I want the length to come below my area, you know, and so I just always go with this bigger oversized look. Plus you can wear leggings with these, and I think this will be really cute for Valentine's. So anyway, to give you a little bit better look at the hair, you know, it's softer, it falls a little bit better. I still have a little bit of hair loss in this area right here. There are little baby hairs that are coming back, but you know, it was just devastating to go through that. And I think once I've had COVID, I have little touches of COVID here and there every once in a while. and it sort of makes me have hair loss again. So I've had some hair loss the past couple of months, but it's coming back and it's looking a little bit better. So I'm just gonna do the best I can with it and treat it and pray that it's not gonna get, you know, any worse. Okay, let's go over here and look at what I've got. The Talbot's sweater had retailed for, and you can see it on the tag, $199. I think $199. I don't have my glasses on, but I think that's $199. And then they marked it down to $179. And yes, I bought a 1X because Talbot's tops are smaller on me, and yet I can wear a size 10 on the bottoms. It's so crazy, but I don't know, that's the way it goes. So then what I paid for this then was $71, and then of course plus tax and shipping. I wish that if you're a member, well, you know what? It is free shipping, isn't it? No, the shipping was, okay, so shipping so much, tax so much, you know, you have to deal with that. Is it something that I needed? Probably not, but I thought this would be so pretty, like for attending the ballet, maybe next year, or a Christmas, or a New Year's, or Valentine's, you know, just anything like that. I had originally thought of doing the white and the black, but I resisted and went back to the black with the cream. And so let's see how that looks on. All right, so here is the Talbot's jacket, sweater, I should say, sweater jacket perhaps. And I am so glad I sized up to 1X. I think if I'd gotten an extra large, the sleeves would have been too short. And I think it just fits, you know. It's not a fit. It gives me that looseness that I am comfortable with. The sequin situation is only on the front. It's plain in the back, just a sweater effect in the back, and the sleeves are a perfect length. Now I said I was gonna wear it with, like, I don't know, I think you could still wear it with jeans. You know, you can wear anything with jeans as far as I'm concerned. But I thought black velvet skirt. I really thought that this would look good. I have kind of a check black and cream skirt, which I think would look really cute with it. And it's nice and long and pleated. And then I also have, this is from forever long ago, and I've not gotten rid of it. This is a circle skirt, and it's super long. I mean, it's like maxi length. And I thought that would look really cute with this. It is sort of a black and white mini check. And how cute would that be, I think. And I love the length of it. Unfortunately, no pockets on these two skirts, which I don't like. But as I'm looking down at this, let me see if I can back up and kind of give you an idea. Yeah, I think that would be so super cute with some ballet flats, boots, you know, whatever. Anyway, that's kind of what I had in mind to do with this sweater jacket type style. Now, let's go to the Madewell. I said that I was not going to try these on because we just don't want that. I'm not quite that brave. And these are the cropped tank tops that I thought I could wear almost as a bralette. So I got a beige color or tan color. I got a white. And then I got, this is more, it's really not black. It's kind of a charcoal. And I'm going to try them in a minute, and I'll tell you if I think they were going to work. I don't know. We'll see. But the neck of it is going to be nice under some of my sweaters and perhaps some of my summer dresses that maybe have a crisscross that I don't want to, when you bend over, see anything. So these would work well without a bra, I'm hoping. I don't have that much to deal with anyway. I wasn't blessed in that area. So I don't have to worry about it that much. But even if you're a smaller size up top, sometimes a bra adds more volume, and you really want to diminish that under some of the sundresses and some close fitting sweaters and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do with those. So let's give the Madewell jeans a try, and I will tell you what these were. These had retailed, oh my gosh, for it was kind of like this. This was 179, or excuse me, 199, and then it was a 50% off the sale price, which was 179, and an extra 20% off of that. So this ended up costing me $71. These were also $70, a little bit more than I like to pay, but it's very hard these days to get things under $50 on sale. And, you know, I always think about resale quality too. Can I resell this for an amount because it's a more quality item? So that's always in my head too. And I do this every year. After Christmas, I look for the 70% off the sale price sales. Sometimes I can only get 50 off the sale price. Sometimes I can get 60. But I'm really happy when I can get an extra 70% off the sale price, because then that makes you feel like you haven't invested a ton. And if you have to let it go a few years later, you're not like, oh my word, I don't want to get rid of this because I spent $200 on it. I'm not going to do that. I don't spend $200 and up dollars on clothes. I have spent $100 and regretted it often. But for sale items, I like to stay below the $50 range if I can. Fortunately, I did not on this or the jeans. So we're going to try the jeans and see how they work. All right, in the jeans, I did get a 31 tall. And now that I have them, I wish I had gone with just a 31 regular, because they are super, super, super duper long. I don't know if you can see that or not. But if I wear, I mean, you don't want them to be too short, like if you're wearing boots or kind of a high tennis shoe. So they may be just fine. Plus, I'm going to give them a warm rinse and put them in the dryer, and that will probably help them shrink a little bit. But as far as fit on me, guys, I am, or ladies, I shouldn't say guys, I am always a perfect 31. I am 31 and will probably be 31 until the day I die, which a 31 waistline, you know, I've always had an extremely thick waist. I have no curvature to my form whatsoever. I'm just sort of straight up and down, fairly flat chested. I'm a 38B. But I prefer to get a 40 because I cannot stand bras. So I get a 40 because I can't stand for them to, you know, fit me. I am so weird about fit. I think it's just a body image conscious thing. I don't know. But anyway, 38 on top, 31 in the waist, 40 in the hips. And my hips have actually slendered, and my thighs have slendered over the years. And I think that is due to some exercise and a lot of walking. But no matter what I do, doesn't make any difference how many exercises I do, what I don't eat, my waist always stays exactly the same and has been this size as long as I can remember. Even pre-baby, I've just always been a 31. I can't, you know, and it fits perfectly. I never have any, you know, looseness unless it's, of course, I have to say that, I should say that because I stick with the same companies in my pants. I always buy Talbot's jeans and pants. I always buy J.Crew jeans, not necessarily pants, and Madewell jeans. And all three of those companies fit me exactly the same way. I think when I've looked in the past, J.Crew and Talbot's are kind of in the same company area. And so Talbot's is more for women my age, maybe in their 40s to 50s and up. And J.Crew is more for late teens, early 20s, 30s, you know, that group. But I still buy from J.Crew. I still like the fit of their clothes and the quality of their clothes. Really, J.Crew is just a little bit better, I think, than Talbot's. Talbot's used to be the #1 quality, classic clothing, and they've kind of dropped their quality a little bit. J.Crew is a hit and miss. You just kind of have to really watch and read about their products. And then Madewell is very similar to me to J.Crew. So those three companies are my favorite, and that's what I stick with. Another company that I love is the Anthropologie, the Pilcrow jeans. And I can go down a size in Pilcrow. They're always oversized. However, Anthropologie has completely changed their website. The clothing is made for girls in their 20s, not for me, because they're very scant. There's not much to them. They're very cropped. They're very showy, you know, and my age and who I am and my modesty, I can't wear their clothes much anymore. However, there are times that I buy sweaters, some of the Pilcrow pants, the Maeve shirts and sweaters I love. I just kind of have to be picky and choosy on Anthropologie. And Anthropologie is really expensive, so I watch for their sales. I went through my closet. I really did. I went through my closet, and can I tell that when I went through my closet? No. I got rid of 3 bags, like trash bags, full of clothes. And I moved some things around, which may be part of the problem that you don't really see what in the heck did you get rid of, you know. But this front area is my fall, Christmas, then comes the spring and summer, then comes the winter, and so forth back here. And then on the other side, I have nothing but shirts on the top, sort of in color order, not necessarily in season order, and then jackets at the back. And I love, 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 love my jackets and shackets. So what I mainly got rid of were things like this. I'm trying to get out of the kimono era. I can't get out of it completely though, because I really do like them. And some of these were given to me, especially the Johnny Was pieces, and I don't want to get rid of those. So, you know, I'm going to keep some of my kimonos. And I don't know. So can I tell that I went through my closet? No. And I went through shoes before Christmas. And I don't know. There's just no more shoes that I really want to get rid of. And they're good shoes. They're comfortable. I'm thinking about giving my daughter my Toms. I don't wear my Toms as much anymore because they're unstructured and I need a little bit more structure. So I prefer the Blowfish and, oh gosh, what is that other company called? Can't remember right now. But anyway, those type of shoes. You know, I don't know. It's a pickle when you're cleaning out. You think you're doing good and you don't. And I went through my Disney closet, got rid of a lot of those things. But there's so many Disney hoodies and sweatshirts and t-shirts that I want to keep. So I really didn't get rid of a lot there. And I didn't get rid of any of my around the house clothing. So here's my other closet. It's just pitiful. It's just pitiful. So here are my Disney and Christmas sweatshirts. On the bottom are my oversized tees that are so popular. And I don't want to get rid of any of those. But, you know, there's Christmas up here. There's linen way at the back, starting with that polka dot. And then things that I wear around the house. And then on this side, all of my hoodies and comfies. And then my around the house pants, yoga pants, leggings, things like that. And then a few Disney items here that are short sleeved. So I went through that. There's nothing else I want to get rid of. I feel pretty good about those. So that closet is done. And this used to be my daughter's closet because all of her toys are still up here. All of them. The Barbies and, you know, all of that stuff. And then the rest of the closet is full of my things that I take when I go to a craft show and my jewelry and stuff like that. So that closet is done. And thank goodness I'm not in the other closet. The other closet in my guest room, I used to have clothes back here, and I finally got myself down to where the only thing that's in this closet is Christmas items, travel items, and a space for when my sister-in-law comes to stay to hang her clothes. Thank goodness. So, you know, Halloween, fall, Christmas, all that kind of stuff is over here. And, you know, it's stacked, but it's neat. And so, you know, I'm fairly happy with that, I guess. I don't know. You always wish you could get rid of more. I've been in this declutter mode, and I still am not decluttering that much. And then in this closet, I have dresses. My dresses, my super long kimonos, and a few skirts back here at the back. So it's not a super big closet. But I did get rid of tons of things from this closet, and I feel so much better about it. Plus, I was able to transfer a few items from that closet to this one. So you're probably thinking and saying, girl, you have a problem. And I do. This is my vice. I admit to it. And that's what I came to him married. And I've gone berserk ever since because he has fed my vice. He gives me gift certificates, money to go shopping. When we go places and we go shopping, he gives me extra money. But it's what I love. I love clothes. Now, does that mean that I'm not good with my money in other ways? Of course, I tithe. I believe strongly in tithing what I have and helping where I can. But yes, clothing is my vice. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've never done any type of drug use. So alcohol, no interest in that at all. And smoking, no way. So eating and buying clothes, that's my vice. What do you do? That's, you know, everybody's got their thing that they wish they could improve. Okay, I said I wasn't going to show these, but I can do it without being too, you know. I have high-rise yoga pants on, so you can't see my midriff anyway. But I think these from Madewell to wear as a bralette is going to be great because, you know, underneath a sweater or something like that, it's going to look a lot better than having on a full bra. Plus, I don't know. I just thought these would be good underneath things. And they fit very well. I got an extra large in these, and I think I really could have gone to a large, but to keep from being too tight on me, I think the extra large are fine. So not bad. Now, how much were they? There were 2 of them that ended up being $4.50, and one of them that was $7 because of the color. You know, when you go look at some of the sale things, some of the colors are different prices. So anyway, for that much, I thought if they don't work, I won't have spent a whole lot, but if they do work, I'm gonna be lucky. So I feel real lucky about this. Now the sweater that was from Talbot's is a little bit itchy. So I'm gonna check the washability of this and give it a wash if I can. Yes, I can hand wash it cold, turned wrong side out. So I'm gonna do that to see if I can get rid of some of the scratchiness to it. Plus, I wouldn't mind wearing a long sleeve tee under this anyway. So that's gonna be okay. So for right now, that is all. I'm going to go ahead and put this video out, and I'm gonna wait on my J.Crew items and do a separate video with just J.Crew. And then I'm gonna be through shopping. This is it. I've refreshed my wardrobe. I've gotten rid of 3.5 bags of clothes to donate, and I need to be finished for a while. God bless. Have a wonderful new year, and I will see you in my next video.